Chelsea have stepped up their preparations at Cobham as Xabi Alonso and his squad continue to build towards Saturday's final pre-season friendly against Real Sociedad at Stamford Bridge. With the new Premier League campaign getting closer, every training session is becoming increasingly important for Alonso. The Spanish head coach now has the opportunity to work with a much stronger group of first-team players, and Friday's preparations at Cobham provided another important chance to fine-tune his ideas before Chelsea welcome Real Sociedad. Chelsea's official training gallery confirmed that the players were back on the grass at Cobham ahead of Saturday's fixture, with the squad put through their paces in Surrey. The atmosphere around the training ground is therefore one of serious preparation. This is no longer simply about getting players fit. Alonso is now looking at combinations, tactical understanding, intensity, positioning, and the balance of his team as he prepares for the beginning of the competitive season. Among the players involved in the latest training group were several important names, including Estevão, Reece James, Malo Gusto, Enzo Fernandez, Morgan Rogers, Liam Delap, João Pedro and Pedro Neto. Their presence is particularly significant because Chelsea have spent much of pre-season managing different groups of players due to the timing of the summer schedule and international commitments. Alonso has gradually been bringing his squad together, and the return of more senior players gives him a better opportunity to establish the team he wants to take into the new campaign. Xabi Alonso taking control. Since arriving at Chelsea, Xabi Alonso has made it clear that his objective is not simply to make small changes. He wants to develop a team with a clear identity, tactical flexibility, and the ability to control matches in different ways. That process has been visible throughout pre-season. Alonso has experimented with different structures and combinations while giving opportunities to younger players and new arrivals. The Chelsea head coach has also emphasized the importance of becoming versatile and unpredictable, something that could become one of the main characteristics of his Chelsea side. The Real Sociedad match now represents another opportunity to see how much progress has been made. Chelsea's final pre-season fixture against Real Sociedad is scheduled for Saturday, August 15th, and it will also be a particularly interesting occasion for Alonso because of his personal connection with the Spanish club. The match is set to be his first Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge as head coach. That makes the fixture much more than an ordinary friendly. For Alonso, it is another important test before the Premier League season begins. Enzo Fernandez returns to the group. One of the biggest talking points around Cobham is the presence of Enzo Fernandez. The Argentine midfielder is an important part of Chelsea's midfield plans, and his return to training gives Alonso another major option in the centre of the pitch. Fernandez has been surrounded by speculation regarding his future during the summer, but his presence in training demonstrates that, at least for the moment, he remains involved with the first-team group. For Alonso, having Enzo available is extremely valuable. The midfielder can help Chelsea control possession, progress the ball from deeper areas and connect midfield with attack. His ability to operate between the lines and dictate the tempo could become particularly important in Alonso's tactical system. With Real Sociedad providing Chelsea with a technically strong opponent, this could be an excellent opportunity for Fernandez to continue developing his understanding with the players around him. Reece James and Malo Gusto provide options. Reece James was also part of the training group, another positive development for Chelsea. James remains one of the most experienced players in the squad and can offer Alonso quality from the right side. His ability to defend, progress the ball and contribute in the final third makes him a valuable tactical option. At the same time, Malo Gusto gives Alonso another energetic option at fullback. The competition between the two players could be fascinating as the season approaches. Alonso will want his fullbacks to contribute not only defensively, but also during Chelsea's build-up and attacking phases. That means the Real Sociedad match could provide another indication of how Alonso intends to use his fullbacks once competitive football begins. Morgan Rogers brings another dimension. Morgan Rogers is another name attracting plenty of attention. The England international has joined a Chelsea squad packed with attacking options, and Alonso now has to find the best way to integrate him into the team. Rogers offers physicality, direct running, creativity, and the ability to carry the ball forward. Those characteristics could be extremely useful in an Alonso system that demands movement and flexibility from attacking players. His involvement in training at Cobham is therefore important. Chelsea supporters will be eager to see whether Rodgers can make an immediate impact against Real Sociedad, particularly with Alonso looking for the right attacking combinations before the Premier League opener. Estevão continues his development. Young Brazilian talent. Estevão is another player whose development will be closely followed. The teenager has already shown flashes of his ability during pre-season, and working under Alonso could be an important stage in his development. Estevão possesses the technical quality and creativity to cause problems for defenders, but Alonso will also be demanding tactical discipline and consistency from him. The Real Sociedad game could provide another valuable experience for the youngster. Rather than simply focusing on individual moments, Alonso will want Estevão to understand when to attack, when to combine with teammates, and when to help the team defensively. That development could be crucial as Chelsea attempt to build a younger but more mature attacking unit. Delap and João Pedro add attacking competition. Liam Delap and João Pedro were also involved in the training session. Both players provide Alonso with different attacking qualities. Delap brings physical strength, aggression and a willingness to attack defenders and the penalty area. João Pedro, meanwhile, can operate in multiple attacking positions and offers creativity as well as movement. Chelsea's attacking department is already crowded, which gives Alonso a difficult but positive selection problem. The Real Sociedad fixture could help the manager assess which combinations work best. After Chelsea's recent 3-3 draw with Johor Darul Ta'zim, there are still areas Alonso will want to improve, particularly defensive organisation and consistency. The Real Sociedad match therefore arrives at an important moment. Pedro Neto also involved. Pedro Neto is another experienced attacking option who was present in the training group. Neto's pace and ability to attack from wide positions can give Chelsea a different threat, especially against teams that defend with a high line. Alonso has several options available to him in the wide areas, and the challenge now is to create a structure where those individual qualities benefit the entire team. Neto can provide width, attack spaces behind defenders and create opportunities for the forwards. If Chelsea are able to establish a consistent attacking rhythm against Real Sociedad, players such as Neto could become extremely important. Cobham becomes the centre of attention. The return of the first-team players to Cobham has created a different feeling around Chelsea. The club spent a significant portion of pre-season travelling, playing matches and managing different groups. Now the squad is back in England, Alonso has a much more controlled environment in which to prepare his team. Training at Cobham allows the coaching staff to focus on tactical details without the distractions of travelling between countries. It also gives Alonso more time to work individually with players. That could prove crucial because Chelsea have a very large squad, and one of Alonso's biggest challenges will be deciding which players form the core of his team. The Spanish coach will need to balance youth and experience, attacking quality and defensive stability, while also ensuring that the players understand exactly what is expected of them. Real Sociedad test. Real Sociedad will provide Chelsea with a strong final examination. The Spanish side are technically gifted and capable of controlling possession, which means Chelsea will need to remain disciplined without the ball. For Alonso, this is exactly the kind of challenge he needs before competitive football begins. The match will allow him to assess Chelsea's pressing, build-up play, defensive transitions and attacking combinations. It will also give several players an opportunity to make a strong case for a starting position. The manager is unlikely to view the match simply as a result-based exercise. Instead, he will be looking at how closely his players can execute the principles developed during pre-season. The importance of Saturday. Chelsea supporters will understandably be excited about Saturday. It will be the final opportunity for Alonso to test his players before the serious business begins. The Premier League season will demand much more than individual quality. Chelsea will need consistency, tactical discipline, intensity and a clear understanding between the players. That is why the latest Cobham training session matters. Estevão, James, Gusto, Enzo Fernandez, Morgan Rogers, Delap, João Pedro, Neto and the rest of the squad are now working towards the same objective, entering the new campaign as prepared as possible.